Sorry, I'm gonna repeat myself. Okay, I'm gonna repeat myself. Sorry. Okay, so let me talk about the outline one more time. My apologies. So standard time 60 minutes. Form sheet will be provided. See Schoolgy. I'll explain that in just a moment. Blanking circle will be provided. No calculator of any kind unless you have a four-function calculator accommodation. Here there'll be 7 questions. I'll go over those in great detail in a moment. Here's the old test from last year. It was a 30-minute test. Question 1, I'll do one just like that. Solve system algebraically. Rewrite each equation in standard form, but don't worry about the point characteristics. I'm not going to ask that because I'll get assessed elsewhere. Part C, graphing, and whatever you get for the points of intersection should confirm part A, just so you know. Okay, number 2, I am going to ask a word problem. Not haven't decided exactly what yet. Probably won't be Parabola this time around because we've done a lot of Parabola word problems, but we'll see. But something that's kind of like that involves modeling, so very important. Number 3 is what I call a challenging conic section. So something that's kind of like a puzzle. It's gonna be a little cryptic. You have to kind of take the pieces of the puzzle and put it all together. Again, I haven't created the problem yet, but I'll do something kind of like that. This is an ellipse, but I think I had one on an old test I showed you guys that was a hyperbola. So we'll see what I'll do. I haven't decided yet. I know I'll be distracted tonight watching the election, so probably by tomorrow I'll have this all done. But we'll see. Depends how late I stay up. How late I stay up tonight. So, anyhow. So when you look at these bullet points, right? I already said this. Solve this, guys, quiet, please. Solve this nonlinear equations, algebraic and graphically. You will need to complete the square. So it's number 1 of the 2023 exam. Conics word problem. So it's number 2 of the 2023 exam. Challenging conics question. When I say challenging, just it's not gonna be terribly obvious what to do, but I'll give you a lot of like evidence, and you have to take that evidence and piece it all together. So something like that. So it's number 3 of the 2023 exam. So it shouldn't be too many surprises. But remember, that was a half-hour test that I gave last year. So I got to ask more questions. So if I ask more questions, the way parametric equations that involve conics, like the 10.5 worksheet in the review packet. So if you look at the review packet again, after the old test, you'll see a couple more pages. And this is what we had in the notes on parametrics, right? Like, oh, identify the conic section. Here it is, the conic section, but write it in parametric form. So remember, there's like a technique to do it for circles, ellipses, hyperbolas. Or might be something like this, where I'll give you some information about conic section. You got to write the equation of it in parametric form. Probably best to actually get it in regular rectangular form first, like XY form, and then parametric form afterwards. So just keep that in mind. Like, so standard form, then parametric. So there'll be a question like that for sure. Also vectors. We're going to do bearings. So if you have questions about bearings, ask. There'll be a bearing word problem. Because it's non-calc, I'll make sure the numbers work out nice and neat. So something that you can do on the unit circle. So I'll make sure that happens. But it'll be, and I'll tell you right now, I'm gonna keep it very standard. Either it'll be an airplane or a boat or something like that, or it might be like you're hitting a golf ball or whatever, and there's wind, and you got to take it all into consideration and where the thing lands or how far the thing moves and the velocity, whatever. So there'll be something like that. So there'll be a bearing word problem, kind of like 6.3 notes, the last question. If I pull that up really quickly here, the notes, if we go to the end of the 6.3 notes, where the heck is it? Yeah, something kind of like example 10 there. So there you go. There'll be a complex number question. I'll tell you right now, it's not going to be adding and subtracting. That's too easy. And probably not even multiplying because that's also a little too easy. It'll be more like the Watt's theorem, like raising it to a power, or the roots. But I'm not gonna. If I do roots, it's not gonna be too much because to do 6 roots would be insane. That'd be too much on you guys. And it'll be something that's easy to evaluate using unit circle. So something like that. So you can see a lot of unit circle stuff is going to be reinforced here. And then a mystery question. I haven't decided yet. I will figure that out soon. So something that might maybe come. I don't know. We'll see. I haven't figured that out. But some sort of mystery question. So 7 questions. That's how the test is going to go. If you go back to the review guide again, once you get to the past the middle, there's some stuff on vectors. Some are pretty basic stuff. Just make sure you know the basics. But to be honest, look at the bearings like 11 or 12 or like 7 or like 18, kind of those questions. Look at those. Those are going to be your good options, good things to practice. Um, and then the last page is on complex numbers. The first few are pretty easy, but we'll focus on the last four. That which we want to focus on. Answer key, I do have it here. I need to scan it. I'm gonna just rush off to the copy room and take care of it and put it up in Schoology. Formulas will be given. I'm gonna give you this. So I'm actually gonna prepare a better one and have it all in one sheet and give it to you guys in class today. I just gotta just do a little like copy and pasting and figure that out. But this you'll get. And then also, this is from my top pre-cal AB honors many years ago. So there's a bit of overlap between this class and that class. But you can see the Z stuff here. Like these little formulas here. I'm going to provide these three for you guys. So you don't have to memorize. I'll do these guys. Okay, so you have that. But the vector stuff you guys should know. I mean, you should know how to find the blank. That's just Pythagorean theorem. I don't think I need to get that to you guys. Or how to find the direction. That's just, tangent. You should know Sopatella, so I don't need to give that to you guys. The component form we talked about, I don't need to give that to you guys either. So you guys should know those things. But the complex numbers, the conics. So this way you're not too focused on memorizing. I want to get away from memorizing, more application-based stuff. I think that's pretty much it. In terms of my availability during office hours, so definitely come by tomorrow during office hours. Come by Thursday. You guys will get my top priority because you guys are taking the test that day. My Algebra 2 students and my pre-cal BC, my G period won't take until Friday. So you guys get top priority during office hours on Thursday. And I think I can do a Zoom call with you guys tomorrow night if you guys want. Looking at my calendar here. Most likely it will probably be 7 p.m. So I'll be on Zoom if you guys want task questions. I'll have some availability that night. I'll put in Schoology as well as an invite. And I think that's it. So I think we're all set. Any questions before you guys get to work? No? And we have till 1:25. So you have about 45 minutes to get some really good stuff. Just ask questions. I'll prepare the answer key in a moment. And I'll actually just scan it and put it in Schoology. And then you guys can check Schoology for the answers. Okay. And I think that's it.